Hello there, ladies and gentlemen, Sigil here, welcome back to another video. So we're going to open up with the Blue Beetle fight, and then I'll show you the rest of the fights I did on Soul Raid. So if you're just here to watch this, that's fine. If you want to stick around for the rest of the video, we do have some pretty interesting stuff happening. Yeah, we got Raven here, with Puppet at level 9 to give me passive stats and also apply negative effects. Got Flash here with level 1 Puppet, because that's the best I can do in terms of more passive stats, and we got Blue Beetle here with Dark Null cards at level 10. And I got very good results of Blue Beetle without Raven with Dark Malakard, so I'm really looking forward to seeing how it goes here. Something that I'll try and do is utilize the special 2 more than I do in other fights. Because the logic is, with perfect gameplay, the special 2 is absolutely nothing more than a waste of time, but I very rarely have perfect gameplay and I mess up combo interruptions, so it's kind of worth doing. Also doing the special 1 at the start to give me that class advantage. I seem to be able to combo interrupt him there just fine. So maybe not do the second special. I cycled a lot between Blue Beetle and Raven until we got 5 Darkness stacks. Now I'm gonna stick around more with Blue Beetle. Get his evolutions going. Okay, got the second one, moving towards the third one. Okay, Flash, tank this for me. He almost killed somebody. Flash almost killed somebody because of his extended tagging cooldown. Because normal characters would have been able to tag there and tank the super move, but not my boy Flash. Okay, we're at full evolutions, and let's do super move. That did quite a bit of damage, but that's because of Raven mainly. She absolutely turbo boosts the super move damage for any character, especially if they already have a damage buff. That's quite a lot of damage, to be fair. From the third special... Bro. Okay, we got him. From the third special alone, like... The thing that it gives me more fast stack hits aside... And I don't need to do it right now. Because we still have that additional fast stack hit modifier in there. Also get this done, though I'm not sure how relevant that was because the fight's almost over and I messed up. Hey, it was not justifiable to use the special too, because I didn't mess up at any point except for at the end of the fight. And yeah, this is not terrible. Like, hear me out. Hear me out. Hear me out here. In defense of Blue Beetle, so he's got a few things that are not really going for him. It's only a level 9 puppet. Might seem high for some of you guys, and a level 1 puppet. So it might seem high for you guys, but this is literally half the passive stats in total you can go in with in Soul Raid. So that is very far from what we can give him in that regard. Also, the star rating is not helping because, well, he doesn't get that much more peak performance when you go up in star rating. He's gonna stack this a lot faster. So yeah, those things considered, yet again, I've been very non-critical of Blue Beetle, but I just want to make it clear that he's not the best character in the game. But he's not terrible either, but he's gonna need a lot of investment to get things going and get to a point where he deals proper damage. He's kind of at Manta level, slightly higher than Manta in my opinion, but yeah, he's not that amazing, but he's pretty good, a pretty solid character. A lot, 10 times better than Constantine and the recently released Shazam. But yeah, let's move on with the rest of the fights. Hello again, I guess. I mean, I already said hello in the Blue Beetle fight, but this is technically the first fight of the day, because I need to kill some bosses to get to a point where I can comfortably use Blue Beetles, so hello there again. We got here Batman the Drowned with Robin King with the Puppet, Flame Blade on her, and then we're gonna have Puppet level 1 on Deathstroke Green Lantern. We're gonna fight Shazam here. He's quite annoying. He's got Anti-Venom, Fortified, and Resilient. But guess what? The Batman the Drowned team does not care about absolutely any of that. We don't care about the defense, and we're gonna reduce it anyway without even trying to. We don't care about the crit resistance because Robin King, and we don't care about the dot because we do hazard dots. Okay, let's first activate once, then I'm gonna worry about Robin King doing his stuff. Should be infinite power. There we go. Something that almost never happens for some reason is Robin King missing the first Puppet negative effect. Because if he was to miss that, we would just not activate Puppet, because he needs one more negative effect. But kind of every time when I have Batman drowned with God Killer, and I tag Robin King and he needs just one negative effect to... Oh, my bad. I guess I wanted to press the tag in, but I guess I pressed both the third special and the tag in at the same time because the buttons on the keyboard are quite close to each other. But yeah, Robin kind of never fails to activate Puppets for some reason. Always hits that 90% chance to succeed. Might as well do some percentage shell damage because the value is quite high. 120 mil damage is nothing to laugh at or dismiss. Make sure to get some hits in there so we keep up the crit damage stacks. Now he's low enough on health, so we just spam special 1, hoping to get more damage against target negative effects. Yet again, I saw this in the comments with the Robin King Special 1, be very careful with your taps when you have the Puppet active, because you're used to in this game to spam certain commands to just kind of make sure that the game gets the idea, like spam tapping a special, and when you're using Puppet, you're for sure gonna spam tap a special, because you want to get that out as soon as possible, but here it's a huge mistake, because if you press it too fast, you're gonna actually trigger the enhanced form, which is going to consume a lot of Crisis energy, so don't do that. Okay, that's fine. We still have 2 more bosses to kill. So let's get to that. Over here, we're gonna fight my boy Cyborg, because he's got stun. He's gonna stun me on tagging, and there's not much I can do about it. Lake of Anarchy would have been able to circumvent that, but I really want to save them up for the Superman fights, because they're gonna have a very great time there. Now here, we're just gonna spam special 1 with Brainiac. But yeah, I'm not sure if I stun resisted at the start or he straight up did not stun me. That could also be the case. He stunned me now. Again, there's 2 types of I'm gonna stun you on tag and bosses and ninjas to mobile. And one type is gonna have a guarantee, one type is gonna have a 25% chance to do so. And yeah, we got stunned here, for example. But I resisted it. If Brainiac resists the stuns, it's not a big deal for Grodd, because all Grodd needs to do is hit the enemy a couple of times. The rest of the tagging time is wasted anyway. Okay, that's not too bad, as long as Brainiac resists it, because that's where we actually have a huge downside because of the stun on tagging. If Brainiac doesn't spam special once, I'm fine with Grodd getting stunned. It really doesn't affect me at all. Okay, it did affect me now a bit. But he also did Super and all that stuff. but so far it's going a lot better than I was expecting. Gross is not gonna die because Cyborg is gonna have at least special disabled, if not blind. One of those at least is gonna be active at all times, so we're fine in that regard. Keep spamming this to cycle towards damage against targets. Why? Why on the jump attack I get a lower value than I got on the swipe attack? That's supposed to deal a bit more damage by dudes. But yeah, most likely didn't crit, didn't lethal, or we had a Brainiac negative effect expire on us. It's either one of those. Okay, 19 mil, I'm fine with that. Bro, Brainiac, such a reliable guy, resisted every single stun this match. I think I'm gonna tag after just 3 special ones. Because you... Oh, he finally got stunned. It's fine, my boy, you did great so far. Because usually you do 4 Brainiac special ones, because it's enough to have Beta Club active at all times, but when I tag Rod, he's gonna be stunned for a bit, so... In order to maximize the Beta Club activation times, maybe cut one Brainiac special 1 out, and we're very close here. Come on, we can do this. Come on, my boy. There we go, that's Cyborg down. That's Cyborg down. Let's move on. Okay, so here against Boss Superman, we're gonna go with Joker. You can go EPI if you can't stun the target and like put 2 supporting characters, but Joker is gonna be a lot more convenient to play here. Because I can't really combo and chop him, and I'm gonna need to do specials on him. So how this boss mechanic works is that you're going to fill up a meter, and he does something the higher the meter is, which is not that relevant, he doesn't do that much damage, but if you go all the way to the meter to the max, it kind of implodes and makes him take a lot more damage. So I'm gonna use Joker here with Dark Metal cards. EPI with Puppet at level 8. And Girl Left Steel Supergirl. Hold on a second, let me check my inbox. I might be able to upgrade the puppets. Okay, boys, we got a level 9 puppet. Maybe I get it to level 10 before the soul rate goes away, though. That's a lot of materials, but let's get into this fight and see how it goes. Power steal a bit here, because we need a lot of power generation. Oh, my bad, I wanted to do the second special. See that red bar? I think it makes him do a bit more damage or get more armor as that goes up, but when it goes all the way to the max, it makes him take a lot more damage. It removes negative effects with special 1, but I don't really care. It's not gonna affect us at all here. The only thing that affects me is Girl of Steel Supergirl dying before she gets her damage buff. Because her dying later actually buffs my Joker. Okay, we got that active. Power Steel, buddy. And that's gonna last ages. Like, it's fast enough to trigger, and it's gonna be there for huge amounts of time. See, he's barely losing any bar now. While we're dealing that heavily boosted damage to him. Yeah, it's not the most optimal thing to stack with the specialty of Supergirl, but that's just whatever came up this fight. But yeah, it's over for my man. Bro, look at that. It was gonna literally last kind of the entire fight. One activation lasts like 1 minute and a half, I think. Crazy good window to deal damage to him. I feel they're a bit overdoing it here with the time that is active. But like, it should be a more dynamic thing, like he goes in and out of it and you have to re-trigger it, but nah, bro, you just go all the way in. Let's take a look at the rewards that we got. Oh wow, we got my boy Red Hood here, an amulet of metahuman, absolutely useless. Okay, so here we have the Bait Club on Mr. Freeze, the puppets on Zatanna, and then we have the level 1 puppet on Classic Wonderman. So let's see if we can actually one-shot here. As far as I remember, Black Canary, yeah, it's a bit rough in terms of how much damage she deals. Because when you take a look at her modifiers, it's like, that's gonna be a walk in the park. But then you see increased crit damage with increased lethal chance and lethal damage or something like that. So she basically does full damage to you even if you block. And that combination with her occupying this spot, because this spot in the lineup, usually in soul rates, I mean, kind of most of the times, the modifiers aside, like if you subtract the modifiers and only talk about the base attack values, the bosses that are on the most right side are gonna have the highest amount of attack. Oh, that's not good. That's not good. I thought I could do my special one before she did super move. By the way, I think I'm holding infinite power now. No, I reactivated it. I did hold it for a second. Yeah, Mr. Freeze is able to activate Puppet without having Puppet equipped. That's a little bit of a fun fact about him. Yeah, see, this is what I was talking about. With a lethal type of thing. She needs to be frozen. We're not doing that much damage, because the whole idea of this team is to stack a lot of negative effects with Puppet. How do I get for like 1 second when I do this? I guess, oh, you know what happens? I actually didn't know this, but I think the puppet counts each one. Yeah, it makes sense because it also counts the Batman and the Drowned hazard, but it counts each individual hazard from Mr. Freeze, like each bubble has its own negative effect. Like all of those bubbles are negative effects, so it means Puppet Mr. Freeze is quite strong because he's able to max out the attack bonus from Puppet really quickly and really easily. Which is not the highest bonus out there, but it's something. But yeah, I mean, I knew this in the back of my head, but I was never in a situation where I had to realize that each special 2 counts as a separate negative effect when it comes to the use of Puppet. Kind of crazy that he can hold infinite power a lot better without Puppet equipped than other characters with Puppet equipped. That's a bad value there. Buddy! I pressed nothing but jump attack there and my boy did 3 hits. Why? Why is that a thing? And yeah, we're quite far in terms of doing 2 billion damage with Mr. Freeze kind of alone. With alone, I mean with characters that don't really do anything actively in the fight, because Zatanna kind of died. He didn't do much. And you can get 2 billion damage out of Mr. Freeze with Vixen and Classic Quadruman with Beta Club on Mr. Freeze, but I need a lot higher stats for that, and I need a lot higher star rating on Mr. Freeze for that. But that's gonna be it for the main account. Let's move on to the secondary. Okay, so here we're going to clear this on the secondary account. I got my boy Black Adam here, Vixen, and Red Hoods. I don't think I'm gonna need the Red Hood time extension, but I was not really gonna use him for any other fights, so it's fine. Back Vixen him, back off a bit. Okay, we got the blind active. We got the infinite power. And we lost infinite power, though it's okay, Vixen can get us back into it. Or Black Adam himself, if we tag him in again. Okay, this should be fine. Now a super move to speed up the process a bit. Now it's just gonna be a matter of time before she dies. Maybe use special 2 from time to time to make sure that we don't lose the infinite power. Okay, come on, come on, come on, what is this? What are we waiting for here? There we go. With 1 minute left, the red would not need it. It's all good. Let's move on to the next boss. Okay, so here we have Raven with God Killer. Gonna have King with Dark Metal cards. And gonna have Puppets on Dr. Fate for some passive stats. He's got Cloaked, so that complicates things in terms of a lot of teams that I could use here, so I'm just gonna drop Raven King. I don't think this one-shots, but we're gonna see how it goes. Gonna push him to the corner. When he's in the corner, I can do an infinite combo as long as the block is disabled, so that's the main reason why I have got here on Raven. Oh, my bad, I couldn't finish in the swipe down there. Yeah, it was impossible with that combo. So, 100% my bad there. Also my bad there. He's gonna have super move, that's fine. Actually, I did not know that the King God Killer swipe down did not prevent super move. So we are fine regardless. Not a big issue. The bigger issue is that he's not yet in the corner. There it is. Oh no, we failed to reset darkness. That was so close. I was gonna say this is the closest darkness reset of my life, but it wasn't because it failed to reset. Yeah, I think I'm gonna have to change my plans for today on the secondary count. Because I'm doing a lot less damage to this man than I was expecting. King is almost dead too. I mean, he's dead. Get Raven, Raven, Raven! I'm pressing Raven tagging for ages. Why is she not tagging in? But yeah, this fight went terribly wrong. It went just absolutely terribly wrong. And this pack being miles long definitely does not help. Because it limits my time on Dark Metal cards. There we go, we're filing the corner, but it's kind of late. Yeah, this went terribly wrong. Let's move on. Okay, so over here I'm gonna use Batman with puppets. Harley with level 7 Dark Metal cards. and then Poison Ivy. And I'm gonna try to kill this man. Should be fine. I'm not sure about the super move. If Predator Batman tanks super move and doesn't come out of it alive, that's bad. I was gonna say there's not much I can do about it, but I could have put a regen matrix on API instead of that level 1 puppet, which barely helps, but hey, it's too late for regrets. Or too early, depends on how the super move goes. Though we don't have to tank super move. If I play it like very well, we can avoid that. This super move here from Harley. EPI tagging into soon Predator Batman. Oh, my bad. Def tagged Harley. Okay. We got this. Nah, bro, I can't take this. One mistake. And my Harley dies. I don't want to deal with that. Just tank it. Oh! What? Excuse me? That was absolutely no danger. How did King get so goddamn one-shot by it? How did King get obliterated so hard by that? Yeah, like literally nothing to worry about there. Also, can we get some damage against target? Because I'm pretty sure... Oh, there it is. I'm not sure if I've seen it at all this fight. We're gonna tag in with 2 special 2s in there to speed up the process towards the next damage against target. Oh, that's great. He missed 2 negative effects in a row. It's fine because we didn't need them. That's the blind. That's the miss because we can't disable tagging anymore. And this should be damage against target again. Yep. I think we got this. Yes! 1 second left, we got it. I have actually a new plan for my boy Batman. Because I was trying to save League of Anarchy for boss Batman, because they do very, very well into his mechanics. But I think we can get some stuff done with Batman the Drowns too. So we'll see how that goes. Okay, so here we have Batman the Drowned with Dark Metal cards. Zatanna with puppets, and then John Lantern with puppets. What I want to do is get this man to the point where he has maxed out damage stacks, like 10 of them, and blow them all up while the Batman the Drowned passive is active. And until that point, all my efforts are gonna go into buffing Batman the Drowned to the peak potential. Before that happens, that means doing super move and getting all these Zatanna damage buffs. Okay, let him hit you, because we don't wanna pop the damage stacks. Because in order to pop them, you need to. We missed the burning on the puppet. Like, come on, buddy, you had one job. We're gonna miss on a lot of percentage shell damage now. Okay, get hits. There we go. Can we power steal? Can we get some power steals in there? That would be great. Okay, we got all the damage buffs with Zatanna. She didn't do literally any percentage shell damage, but that's fine. I think she missed the burning 2 times in a row. Oh, I don't think I need to do that. I don't think super move triggers that. But yeah, we're already dealing some pretty decent damage, but we're also taking some pretty decent damage. Okay, tag this man in. He's at 9. All we need to do is get him at 10. And then we can use AES special. But, ah boy. Can you chill? Can you calm down for a second? Okay, we got his ass in the corner. Need to activate passive. Also, he clears the infections off, so that needs to be reapplied. And now we do this and hope for... That's pretty bad. That's pretty sad. We only got our damage doubled, which is not bad by any means, but it's kind of a lot less than I was expecting to get. Yeah, this is a fail. This is a big fail. And if memory serves me well, I think I've tried this previous time with Batman the Drowned, and just gets double the damage for a short duration, after which he cleanses all his negative effects, which is honestly not worth it. It's really not worth it. It's gonna focus on doing a bit more percentage shell damage with the Tana. It's not worth using absolutely anything here but the League of Anarchy team because of how good they are into this mechanic. But yeah, this was bad. I've just skipped the man and went to the next tier and dealt with him when I had League of Anarchy available. And yeah, I remember I tried this team after I saw the damage and that this was only double. Oh, this happened previously too. Okay, so I'm not sure if anybody cares, but a bit of explanation why Batman the Drowned doesn't synergize as well as the League of Anarchy with this mechanic. So she's got a passive, right? This is the thing that deals damage. And it's gonna be something that's based on her attack, not based on how much damage you deal to the enemy. So it's gonna be a value that's like preset, determined by the buffs you have, and can be further increased based on the debuffs that the enemy has. So it's gonna get an increase from everything you have, but it's gonna happen only once. Now we go to Entangling Poison Ivy here, and this is why League of Anarchy deals damage, right? The dot damage. This is something that's gonna be dependent on how much damage you deal on your basic hits, right? So when you do an attack, like a tap attack, a rush attack, or whatever attack, that attack is gonna benefit from every single buff you get. Every single damage against target, that is, all the crit damage or all the lethal damage, all of that is going to increase the damage that you do on your basic hits. Now, the higher that damage is, the higher the dot it's gonna be. But the dot damage that results from that is gonna yet again be buffed by every single effect that the damage on the basic hits got buffed a second time. So that's why a lot of things have better synergy with the League of Anarchy team, because basically that dot value gets double the effectiveness of the buffs in a way. Okay, so here we have Deathstroke with North Snow Globe. We got Laughs with God Killer, and we got this man with Puppets. Yeah, percentage shell damage, that's all you need to know about this fight. So we're gonna do percentage shell damage here. And that's honestly all there is to it. Okay, back off a bit. Let's get the Black Adam percentage shell damage first, because it's gonna be relatively the fastest. I don't have gears on him, so no fast attack chance, sadly. Percentage shell damage out of Ben Laughs now. This is gonna go a bit... never mind, I should stop talking. I was gonna say this is gonna go a bit better because we have fast attack chance, but sadly that's not gonna be the case. Not sure it's worth even attempting to get anything more out of Venom Collapse. He'll just get pointlessly long to get him back into final form. I'm gonna do some specials with Deathstroke. I'm expecting super moves, so I'm gonna save up on some power. Okay, that killed him. Oh boy, that caught me off surprise. I didn't expect that would kill him. I thought, it will damage him pretty badly. I will have to get a bit more damage to get super move out. But nah, bro, that straight up murdered him. I need to remember, though, that I do have quite a lot left on base Deathstroke. And when that happens, usually you wanna prioritize him a bit over the clones because he can power generate, but we're fine here because my Deathstroke doesn't have gear, so he can't really power generate. Okay, that's a perfect tagging for this clone. I could not have asked for a better tagging for this. This clone had an absolutely great time here. Most likely the happiest clone in a while. Let's get base Deathstroke back in there, because I do have some crit, okay? It's not impossible to happen, so that's gonna be a bit of power generation. This man had no more percentage shell damage, but there was not enough time to get another special 2 out, so I might have to try that. And yeah, this is good damage. This is very good damage for percentage health. And for the last fight of the video, I'm gonna see how much damage I can do here with the Lord Joker with Puppet. Level 6, and we got a level 1 and a level 1 other artifact here. By the way, can I upgrade this? Do I have enough resources? No, we're far away from that. Okay, let's see how much we can do here. There's no way I kill him. I know that from the start. That's too much health for Blue Beetle for Lord Joker to handle, but we're gonna try our best to do some decent damage here. Oh, he jumped over it. That's disgusting. Can we get infinite power, please? There we go, thank you. Now let's make sure we keep it. Yep, we kept it. That's everything we're gonna do for the rest of this fight. Okay, that's fine. Oh boy, that did a lot more damage than expected. Though, to be fair, I was at only 2 stacks of reduced attack on him. I think we lost infinite power there actually for a second. And blind is not active on him. Bro, at the rate I'm spamming specials, I find it hard to believe that a negative effect is inactive at any moment, but apparently it is possible. You know, blind is back. At least we got that going. And yeah, I do a lot of damage on my basic hits, actually. Problem with that is I run the risk of losing the puppet if I don't spam the third special. Or do I? Yeah, not sure base hits are worth it. We're gonna lose a lot of damage against target stacks if I keep doing that, and while some values on hits are great, like I saw a 500k value, they happen rarely. So I don't know. Might try at some point a mixed gameplay with Lord Joker. That was actually the way you played Puppet Bat Ninja Team previously with Bat Ninja Catwoman. That was when you got an infinite number of negative effects from the Grodd passive. But yeah, this did decently well. Yeah, all that being said, thanks so much for watching. Like it if you liked it, dislike it if you disliked it, and I'll see you on the next one. Goodbye!